Welcome to the Riverlink Project Update video, which we've produced to keep you up to date with changes that will happen along the Hutt Te Awa Kairangi riverside over the next couple of years, as we move towards providing better flood protection, city lifestyle and transport links for the Lower Hutt community. We'll regularly update content as we move from refining the design of the integrated scheme towards the start of construction in late 2019. So be sure to check in regularly for the latest information. The video shows us flying down the river from Kennedy Good Bridge in the foreground down towards the harbour. The blue pop-ups show existing features. The green ones, our ideas for how we will improve the area's flood protection, lifestyle options and transport links based on what we've agreed with the community. As we develop the design, the green boxes will take on an orange border. You'll then be able to click on them to see the design in detail. Through this section between Kennedy Good and Melling Bridges, we'll work towards delivering better flood protection by widening the river channel and strengthening the berms. We'll have to remove most of the trees, but this will provide us with new opportunities to replant with a greater variety of trees, make way for new recreational opportunities, and create better track and pathway links down to the river. As we move along the section, you can see the Bulcott Farm golf course on the left of the river, where stop banks have already been raised and the standard of protection increased to prevent flooding during major rainstorms. Great care was taken during construction of the stop banks to minimise disruption to the surrounding suburbs. The resulting well-planted green outcome shows what can be achieved by working with the community when developing major long-term infrastructure such as stop banks, berms and river channel work. We're now moving towards nearby Connolly Street, which has been redirected across the stop bank to maintain road access along the river. As we move closer to the city centre, you can see how the river corridor narrows near Mill Street and the old Waimarie Croquet Club. This is a real choke point during a flood. By widening this part of the river channel and moving the stop banks back, we will reduce the risk of the river flooding into the valley. Again, you can see some of the existing features of the riverside popping up in the blue boxes, as well as the green pop-ups which show how the stop bank will need to be realigned at Mill Street, how the river channel will need to be widened, and how we can provide better access to the river. So through here, the stop bank will be rebuilt in a new location, with some trees having to be removed to make way. Once again, we take the opportunity to integrate recreational activities into the design. We are now moving across the narrow Melling Bridge section with the city centre on the left and the harbour in the distance. It's here that we propose to make lots of changes that will bring big benefits for the area by providing better links between the river and the city centre. We would like this section of the river to be a place where people are encouraged to enjoy the riverside in safety by designing amenities such as places to sit, view the river and take part in events. In parallel, the New Zealand Transport Agency is looking at ways to reduce congestion and improve access and safety on State Highway 2 at the Melling and Block Road intersections. The Transport Agency will consider a range of options, working closely with the flood improvements and city rejuvenation elements of the project. This involves exploring opportunities for improving journeys along State Highway 2 and into Hutt City, improving access to Melling Railway Station, incorporating the Melling Bridge, and linking with future Lower Hutt City CBD developments. We'll also look at the car parking situation to ensure convenient access to the river and the city centre, and at realigning the stop bank through this section. Properties on the right-hand side of the river along Marsden and Farrison Streets will need to be removed so that we can widen the river channel through this section and raise the standard of flood protection. The area around Daly Street on the left-hand side is also going to be reconfigured to bring the area to life and help focus the city centre on the river. The key development will be a promenade along the top of the raised stop banks next to Daly Street. We'll work with landowners to encourage them to link buildings to the promenade to create a vibrant area featuring apartment developments with ground floor cafes and the like that open out directly to the promenade overlooking the river. To ensure people can easily get to the promenade and the river, we'll explore access to the stop banks from Margaret Street and Andrews Avenue, with links into the city centre through Rutherford Street, Dudley Street and other points. Landscape, recreational, ecological and personal safety improvements are also planned through this section, and we're actively scoping opportunities to incorporate them into the design for the community's benefit. The result will be a magnificent contribution to the city's lifestyle, offering living by a restored riverside complemented by commercial and recreational activity down by the river and along the promenade. We are now moving down to Ewan Bridge, which was replaced 20 years ago and has sufficient capacity for floodwaters to pass through. As we get closer to the harbour, you can see the flood protection improvements we've already made through this section. So that's the plan so far, as we move to put into reality what the community has told us it wants to see done along the central section of the river. Thanks for taking the time to check it out. Be sure to come again as we update the video to reflect the latest information on the exciting Riverlink project.